Hello everybody, and welcome back. I'm Count Christo, and this is the Light in the East, our wonderful Ottoman MEIOU and taxes campaign. And in this episode, we have mustered our considerable allied might in the form of Tunisia and the Mamluks in order to bring down the Italian menace, and somewhat Italian menace. Provence, Siena, Napoli, Borea have all allied against us. And we are ready to take them on. Hopefully, we have border connection with the Mamluks, so hopefully they will come up around here and help out. But I'm confident in the mighty, high-tech Ottoman army that we can do great work. Let me just turn this music very slightly down. Wouldn't want you to miss out on my dulcet tones, or make me talk louder than I strictly have to. Okay, so we are coring the overextension. We've got loads of manpower, which is what gave me the confidence to declare this war. Because if we compare ourselves, Naples has a measly 12,000 manpower. Corfu has 10,000. Everyone else less. And so we should be able to absorb losses in a way that our enemies just can't. We got this wonderful manpower from our estates, which, as you can see, are fairly influential. Yes, we have this lovely green core area, but because we don't have any full cores outside that area, or barely any, we have very high autonomy. I mean, 50%, it's not that high, but we will start coring a bunch of this, but only after we have taken free tenancy, and then our first idea group, which is likely, and I don't know, I'm looking at Empire again, man. Number of states is actually pretty good, because we're only 2 short of our cap right now. Let's not worry about states or ideas until after this war, though. Right now, this is the mission. We need to unify this region. Most importantly, we need to make sure we get Macedonia, because that will be one of the 2 key provinces that will allow us to complete this mission, get our claims, and then start getting some of these more missions, crush Serbia, southern Greece, all that kind of stuff. Meanwhile, once we do this, do we get a claim on the whole Levant? Let's, no. Focus. We're fighting Napoli. Let's fight Napoli. Okay. Hello, chat. Hello, welcome. Production stifled, not good. It's a very small reduction. Athens, we know, gives us military access because they are weak and frightened, as they should be. I'm going to endeavour to rapidly seize this northern section, not least such that we can get bases for our ports. Looting policy, we are going to heavily restrict looting. We have great morale anyway. I'd rather have the discipline, and we don't want to damage lands that we're trying to integrate. Are there monuments in M&T 2? Nope. This is MEIOU and taxes 2.52.06, and it's running on EU4 version 1.29. I think also 6. The burgers are upset about the reforms. If we lose, oh, it's nuts. Sorry, I just closed my window that has the stream chat in it. Let me get that back. Okay, there it is. I got it back. We really don't want to lose 2 stability. None is the best. Nice. Okay, good. So we managed to get 2 revokes done for only 1 lost stability, which is, of course, excellent. We will try and catch out these 4,000 Achaean troops before they get a chance. In fact, let's lock them in southern Greece with our navy. Where's the 4,000? You guys go straight for the war goal. We have someone going there. Good. Very quick carpet siege to gain control of the land, and then we will feel out the naval options. Adaway has subscribed with Prime. Thank you, Adaway. You're very generous. Is that my payment for filling in for you this morning? This afternoon, rather. A slave uprising. That should be manageable. Nice Ottoman. Thank you. It's going pretty well so far, this campaign. We're not min-maxing in terms of growth or anything. Sure, we can say that. Fair enough. I was happy to, obviously. I'm not saying you need to pay me. Alright. Come in here. Yeah, we've got total naval dominance because us plus Tunisia plus the Mamluks really a pretty... We've got a pretty beefy navy between us, so this should be relatively easy. What are our main... Sorry, excuse me. What are our main goals for this war? It's a good question. Ideally, we want at least, as we say, Macedonia, and a full annexation down here would be really nice. I think I'm going to take this even if it puts Hungary in a coalition against us, which it probably will. But I mean, that's going to be tough, but we really need to do this because I don't want to have to fight their ally, Hungary, in order to get this land. And it's obviously vitally important land. It's in the Aegean trade node. Had a plague. It's passing over us almost entirely, so that's obviously great news. And we have indeed seized uncontested control of this side of the straits. What is this strait called? Adway, you probably know. Between, like, you know, I also don't know what this peninsula is called. Is it like the Apulia Peninsula? No, Apulia is like the actual... Isn't there a city of Apulia that used to be up here somewhere? Not sure. I'm going to have these guys go in and replace the cavalry in the siege. Good, and we're going to feed a lot of this land here to Macedonia. It's the Aranto Strait, Peninsula. Cool. Or the Aranto Strait or the Aranto... Right, Straits of Aranto. Okay, thank you. Okay, we did not catch them, actually. My mistake. We will chase after them. We obviously have supreme numbers over here, but we don't want to give them a chance to rally up with any potential incoming Neapolitan reinforcements. Speaking of incoming Neapolitan reinforcements, you guys need to rally up. There's our stability back. No surprises there. We knew we were at 290 points. It's called Salento, the heel, this peninsula here. Cool. Makes sense since this bit's called Salento in-game. Cool. You guys got up here. Oh, not all of you, please. Lots of lag on the yearly tick, obviously. It is what it is. Bum, 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 bum. Right. Good stuff down here. We will definitely want to core places, especially some of these cities. Although when we core them, it's worth noting that when we call them, it'll probably really annoy our estates because our autonomy will suddenly get a lot better. And another way of expressing that is the estates will suddenly get a lot poorer. Where are you going now? Barbaron. Okay. Should be able to catch you there then. Let's come back and rally up for the maximum impact there. Well, they're already committed now. Might as well let them. And yeah, they took... Oh, 3 penalty. Wow. Get absolutely annihilated. That was brutal. These guys can hang out around here. These guys can take them and then head down south. Make sure they can't re-rally anything serious down there. Naval deployment-wise, I will split. Well, no, let's keep the Navy together. The Italians have better naval technology than me just now, I think. So it's worth being careful. We obviously need to get some sieges of the Corfu and stuff done. We didn't really want to fight Naples just now, but it was imperative because we pushed them over 50 aggressive expansion, and I'd really rather keep them truce-locked rather than in a coalition against us. So it was... you know, you gotta do what you gotta do and all that. I think that being a level 1, we'll just siege it after here. The cavalry can come join us here. The cavalry can go there. Actually, no, you stay there. Good, good, good. Could do some barrages, but probably not needed. How much power can we store? Like, yeah, 1,900. That's fine. We can store up military for ages. I'd rather take military tech many years ahead of time than blow points on barrages against low-level forts. Against level 3 fort, though, thing is, against level 3 fort, we can't afford it. Who's got the artillery? You do. Yeah, let's have that artillery on the... I need to turn off a mod I have active. Remove C from the military screen. It's a good idea for a mod, but I got so used to C being on the screen. I keep hitting C to try and detach cannons, and it just not doing anything. Alright, there's their navy. It's mostly galleys. Thing is, we just don't know how good their galleys are, basically. Because they have a different tech group from us, which makes it very unpredictable. Spying-wise, we might as well spy on you, just for a little bit of siege speed. And beyond that, sure, I guess spy on Georgia. Because it's Trebizond's... Oh, Trebizond's not actually allied to Georgia. I was just kind of assuming. Alright, well, spy on you and spy on Georgia. Georgia has no allies. Wow, it's a great moment for us to seize some Black Sea territory, it seems. Excellent news. Okay, we've arrived down here. Let's try and grab them. They obviously have nowhere to go, and there's no forts in the Peloponnese Peninsula, which is a very pleasing one to say, I must say. 190 ducats is a bit much. We don't have any unrest problems. We have 1,100 ducats, which means it's time to invest in our glorious... Oh, not quite, actually. 1 more month, I think, or maybe 2. We can get our glorious craftsman's district. Our urban population is 111 right now, with the added town hall. Let's take a look at the population data. Yeah, down to 106% urban saturation. We are now having about 3,000 urban pop growing per year. And with the addition of the extra 10% urban gravity modifier and extra 7 base urban gravity from Craftsman's District, I expect we can get, I don't know, at least another 20,000 people into the city, which is basically all we need to man the actual working slots within that Craftsman's District. So that should be good. 1 more month, and we can do that. And that's keeping no buffer, but you know me. 1% trade efficiency, trade range, naval morale. Sure thing. There it is. The Sambuc. That will really help us. That's what the Italians are currently using. It's not because they're... I think I misspoke earlier. It's not because they're in a different tech group necessarily, although their tech group might be better. I don't know. It's actually that they just have a higher level diplomatic tech than us right now, which is allowing them to outcompete us at sea, which obviously cannot fly. Alright, there we go. Good, the Mamluks have arrived. Looks like they're going to come and help out with this siege where we have suffered a disease outbreak. No? Okay, well, I'll do it myself. It's fine. Can I barrage you? No, we need 3. 3 for the full level 1 bonus. With full... What? How does it express that? You can't do it because you need a full artillery regiment for each fort level. That's right. Okay. Truce with Ragusa, not a problem. Mamluks heading south to siege. In which case we can take out some of our cavalry, since Dulcadir is also helping us out. No, Dulcadir is actually doing this attack. Do I mark this as special interest? Yeah, well, it's minor interest, which means that the AI will almost never mark it as their own interest. Cycle in some infantry to keep that siege going. Mamluks, you going to help with this siege? That would be great. Let's try and encourage them by stopping having enough men for the siege. Yeah, nice. Just to reduce the amount of manpower loss we take from attrition. The Mamluks are our main enemy, which means this is a really good kind of test case. Are you allied to Tunisia, by the way? Yeah, they are. That's unfortunate. Because the Mamluks have 14,000 manpower, 22 force limit. But if we built up to our force limit, oh baby, we could really do a number on them. Especially because this is without any noble support. If we actually had full offensive... Oh my goodness gracious. If we had full military support from the nobles, we would have 21 additional troops. The Mamluks are screwed. Of course, that will go away if we core lots of land. But then we'll have control of this stuff directly. Hey, Cody, how's it going? Nice to see you. It's been a while. Alright, got that done. Roll straight out. Take a leader. Don't have one. Yeah, I'm pretty good, thanks. Pretty good. The PDX Gram campaign that Adaway's been kind of talking on and off about doing something similar for, I swear, like years at this point, is on at the moment, which is a great time. There's that Craftsman's District. Going to be a wonderful, wonderful thing. Minor center of production. Not for long, my friends. Not for long. Our important center of production in Constantinople can soon hopefully be upgraded as well, no doubt. In Constantinople, we have 157,000. So we will also be building a craftsman's district there very, very soon. That's probably the next purchase, actually. Craftsman's district there. We built it here, remember, because we had this temporary construction cost reduction. But this... All right, so we actually have time for one more building in Bursa during this little flush of buildings that we have. Let's send the infantry north. So now the question becomes, do we try to land in Naples? And the answer is, why would we? And the answer... Sorry, the question to the answer. The answer to the question is... Why would we? And the answer to that is for loot, but then we're barely looting. And I think we'll probably get all we want out of this war without having to land. Oh, the king is dead. That's kind of annoying because we're now no longer able to claim the title of Caliph. We don't have a high enough military skill, sadly. But still, he's a great leader. A 453 is pretty much exactly what we need. We're behind on Diplotech, and we have an admin idea coming up. The new heir to the throne does not look superb. We will throw a massive celebration because we really don't want to lose any stability. It is going to put us in a little bit of debt, 2 loans worth, or we could demand some money from the burghers. Let's demand money from the burghers and see if we can avoid taking out a loan. There's nothing much I can do to dramatically change that right now. Do we want to continue the tribal tithe? Well, we've got them up to 74 loyalty. We can end that tribute, I think. I mean, 5 ducats a year is not very much. We could do with them all the way up to 100 loyalty, to be honest. No, let's end the tribute. That's fine. But we would like offensive war support from them, because, remember, it's free. You do slightly increase the amount of looting, but it's free to take tribal levies, so there's not really much downside. So because we have a new ruler, we have to choose. Do we want the poll tax, the blood tax, or do we want to declare their religion to be idolatry? We will stick... We'll do this later, which is going to give us a bunch of religious scandals, but we're not going to do this until we're set up with some religious ideas to handle the fact that we're getting a religious scandal, we're getting the policy of intolerance, all that kind of stuff. Which right now, a policy of intolerance would be fairly disastrous for religious unity. See, 77% religious unity. This is why we urgently need to take prophecy ideas. Sorry, not prophecy ideas. Scholasticism ideas. We need the missionary strength, we need the missionary. Because, as it is, we're only hanging on because our tolerance is just a bit positive, which is giving us that extra significant boost to our... well, I still don't know how to read this. Plus 0.46. Does it mean plus 0.46%? Or does it mean plus 46%? And then we're losing 46% from tolerance, which gives us an overall plus 23%, and then this... oh no, I'm an idiot. It says having this level of religious unity has the following effects. Not like that's what they give. Okay, okay. But you can get religious unity from tolerance, but I guess we're just not. Maybe you need to have 2 or more or something. We're going to keep the poll tax for now on both Christians and Jews. The 2 children of the book, as they are known. We will take out one of the cavalry. Oh, this is a level 1-4, isn't it? Yeah. In which case we will take out a bunch of them. And the cannon can go here. Or, nah, here. It's probably where they're more needed. Should be an easy win against the Achaean Navy. I'm still hopeful we might be able to get away with not taking a loan. It will automatically pick the top option, remember, when this option is taken. Well, sorry, when the event like runs out of time before you have to pick an option. It's not like it will just randomly pick. They should add that, by the way, that it randomly picks, and that events last between 3 and 5 months, so that you can't do this and just have it picked at the last possible moment. Doesn't really make much sense, this this strategy. Alright. So do we go after Italy? I mean, we don't want any land in Italy, for sure. Why are they landing... They're landing men in Carthage. Okay, interesting. I know it's not called Carthage. Don't worry. Treason against Ottoman. That's unfortunate. Well, the Grators are relatively loyal already, and we could do with the professionalism, so I'm going to take the professionalism. But that does suck. Regaining manpower while disbanding is very useful, though. You say it's not called Carthage, but we all know it's definitely Carthage. Well, I mean, Carthage is long destroyed. I keep forgetting about war dynamism. Where is Durez? No, there it is. I am gonna... Well, I don't know. It costs so much diplomatic power, and we're behind on Diplotech. I keep closing my Twitch chat by mistake. There we go. Let me move it so the X is not exactly... Because the X of the Twitch chat on my left-hand screen is like just to the left of where my cursor is now. So I keep clicking off and then clicking on it. We need to do this. Like, it's going to cost a lot of Diplo power, but it saves us so much aggressive expansion. So I am going to accept war dynamism on like all of this land, basically. God, we can get almost all of it with war dynamism. That's absurd. Amazing. We had an internal conflict earlier about war dynamism, about whether we should do it or not. And the conclusion we came up with in the end is like, yeah, go on then. It wasn't a very in-depth bit of soul searching. We went back and forth. It's cheating. It's ahistorical. It's part of the game. Expansion will be too slow at the beginning without it. Lots of theories bandied about, but we're going with it now. So we won't exactly get it, you know, long term anyway. Jizya taxes due. Excellent. That means we're going to be able to avoid taking out a loan. I think we could avoid it anyway, because we've got more than 16 a month. Yeah, nice. Narrowly avoid a loan despite doing the biggest ceremony, which bumps up our prestige. We do not need to be notified every year. There goes another province falling under our grip. Marvelous. Again, we will be giving a bunch of this land to Macedonia, but we will see. We will see. Now, do I want to go after Naples? Well, now that we have the war dynamism, we really don't need to. Nice. Some Christianity in decline. Convert mission events firing. 10% chance you get 10% more Jews in Izmit, which is fine for now. And as soon as we go intolerant, we'll probably do some... Well, we probably won't do expulsions. There's too high a risk of choosing that. It's going to be sad when you convert all this land and don't get a free 100 ducats a year. Well, it's worth noting that it's not a free 100 ducats. The 100 ducats is extracted from the provinces. And we do like provinces having local wealth because they build their own buildings and stuff. But, yes, it is nicer to have direct control of the money yourself as the state. I think I'm going to go... Well, hang on. How pious is our new ruler? Very impious. Yeah, we're going to stay impious for now. Which means we won't be able to convert. Wait, did I just do full-on policy of tolerance? I did. I didn't mean to do that. That's funny. Well, we're just going to drop missionary maintenance and leave him there. Does he actually make negative progress? I remember. I don't remember. He's at 66.5. No. Okay, cool. This speed is multiplicatively by missionary slider, 100%. Do you mean negative 100%, Paradox? So you put it in red, but you forgot the negative. Yeah, so we just won't pay the missionary until we get the ability to convert him again, but I'm not going to lose the 75% conversion when we have nowhere else to put the missionary anyway. There should be a per province mission like with colonists where you can assign a missionary. That'd be really cool. I mean, in M&T you should be able to assign the missionary to like convert the subsection bits. So here, for example, to convert this Orthodox minority. But in vanilla, I guess you just use them to lower unrest. Maybe hasten the reduction of nationalism. That kind of thing would be really fun and cool. Split these guys around. I mean, that's the war, honestly. I expected this to be harder, but I guess our navy was basically just big enough to scare them off. Where's my other four gone? Oh, they're there. And the transports. Excuse me. Shortcut key V. Presses V. Closes the window. Flawless. Alright, head over here. Oh well. I don't know why I'm being negative about shortcut keys. Only happy fun times. Why have you got a 3-star general? Jesus, they must have had the champion of the joust event. 446. That's madness. Let's go blockade their coastline. Seems like a good idea. We'll get some money from it. What have you got here? 2 and a 10. Yeah, so we can easily blockade them in. It's not insignificant. It's like, you know, what is that? 0.62 or so ducats per month just from that blockade. I mean, sure, our navy costs us, you know, twice that, but still. Yeah, we're going to keep taking all these provinces, and then we're probably going to give them to Macedonia. I mean, honestly, giving them that gives them the nicest border, and they end up like, whoop, like that. But, and we are trying to do, at least to a certain extent, caring about borders this game. Whoa! What happened to your allies, Athens? What happened to your allies, Athens? Oh, not a good day to be you, my friends. We don't need to spy on Naples anymore. So, remember, we're only allowed to go to historical, roughly, to historical Islamic conquest boundaries. We can't go further than the Muslims did in history in terms of directly owning land. We are allowed to have subjects outside them, however. Nice throat restoring tea. Alright, Athens. When can I declare war on you? The 18th. Good to know. So, what should we build finally in Bursa? Look at Constantinople for inspiration. We could build a renowned university. You get... I mean, there's not that many upper-class pops here. We've got a warehouse yet. Yeah. We don't have a warehouse in Constantinople? Okay, sorry. No. That's the next thing we're building, for sure. Is a warehouse in Constantinople. No doubt about it. Because it gives so many nice bonuses. 5% urban gravity, 15% urban production power is super important. Our treasurer died. That's tragic. We probably have some cheap ones from other religions. Yeah, like both these guys. And they're great as well. 2 Orthodox artists that we can get in on the cheap. There's a third one that we can get who's giving us some nice diplomacy cost down. But honestly, stability increase interval, it's more important. We will buy the younger one. By I mean higher. Because it's more cost effective in the long term. 30 legitimacy for 30 administrative power. That's good to know in the long fullness of time, but we do not need that just yet. Just a few more days. We have got Lesi. Nice. So yeah, we are spending all of our diplo points on this while we're like, you know, 2, 3 techs behind. But we're not going to take a diplo idea for a little while at least. We will at some point take diplomatic. And honestly, probably aristocratic as well if we go to the fullness of the game, because serfdom is pretty great. A lot of it late game is just where are the knights these days? A lot of it late game is just, you know, autonomy management. So, hey knights, okay. I think they can be offered this province or here or here or here, and it's just whoever like says yes and houses them. Well, we will declare without full calling the knights so as to not cause any unexpected problems. Bum, bum, ba-dum. How is our government reform progress coming, by the by? Yeah, pretty high local autonomy average. Diplomatic moves. We will definitely take the 30 diplomacy. You kidding? That's 1 extra province. No, no. No going across the sea. We're going to stay there and perish. Captured heathen temples. We always leave them be because it just bugs out and it doesn't seem to ever convert them. So we can just demolish them when we need to. There goes Athens' army. Amazing. Wow, this is a level 4 fort. That's madness. Okay. We'll need to bring down some extra guys, ideally. You guys go back into the Chaldiki port. Okay. Nice, the Mamluks are landing, guys. 1 at a time. Good, the rest of them are going to go and deal with the armies around here. There's another province, and the tribes giving us their contributions. Might as well have their men at least near the front line. I really doubt the Neapolitans are actually going to move against us, but... And now that we're kind of reaching the extent of where we want to grow to, because I think we're going to allow ourselves to take these 2 provinces, because while the Ottomans never actually conquered them, there was at least an Ottoman invasion that landed at Taranto. So I think we're going to allow ourselves this peninsula, because I think there was also a small raid of Salerno. So we'll allow ourselves this peninsula, but once we've got that, we can burn the rest of this down. We have, you know, it's not downstream from us. Sorry, it's not upstream from us trade-wise, so we can't benefit from the trade that exists here. All the wealth that Italy is doing right now is pulling money out of our node, because the Aegean feeds into the Tyrrhenian, and it's wounding us in terms of the number of major art centers we can have, because you can only have a certain number of the really big ones per continent, and we obviously want them to be in Constantinople, in Chaldiki, all that good stuff. Not in freaking Italy. So we're going to burn Italy down over and over again until it's a hollow husk of a peninsula. And on that happy note, thank you for watching this episode. Don't worry, Twitch, I'm not going anywhere. I will see you on YouTube in the next episode, in which we will win the glorious war, consolidate pretty much all of Greece. We're just looking at Crete, and then we have the Aegean fully under our control, probably, depending on how we peace deal this war. It's going to be good times. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.